From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Wednesday, June 11th. A federal immigration raid in Omaha is making waves across Nebraska, with nearly 80 people detained and rumors sparking panic in communities statewide. ICE confirms agents targeted just one location, Glen Valley Foods, where dozens were taken into custody, including a man from Honduras accused of pulling a weapon and assaulting federal agents. Officials say several detainees had active warrants, DUI convictions, or had previously been deported. Many now face federal charges tied to visa fraud and misuse of documentation. Governor Jim Pillen released a statement saying, in part, quote, "We have to address the issue of illegal immigration, and I support the work of our federal partners to ensure that the law is followed, and I remain supportive of President Trump's efforts to secure the border," end quote. Meanwhile, Omaha Mayor John Ewing and other local leaders voiced support for the affected families and called for long-term reform.
Do something that helps hardworking people in these communities be able to have an opportunity to become citizens of this country, because they are contributing to our cities, they are contributing to our states, and they are contributing to our nation.
Ewing adds that he has not yet spoken with the governor. Following the raid, misinformation on social media spread rapidly, fueling widespread fear. Some posts falsely accused local law enforcement of involvement. Others incorrectly claimed raids at additional Omaha businesses, and even one in Lincoln, which never happened. The Center for Legal Immigration says that kind of misinformation only adds to the chaos. In response, the organization and others launched helpingneighborslnk.org to verify reports of ICE activity and offer support. In crime news, one man is in jail, another in the ICU after a stabbing that police say began with a trip to the bathroom. 42-year-old Timothy Bowie is now charged with first-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon, accused of stabbing longtime friend 43-year-old Thomas Jackson at a Lincoln business near 46th and Normal. Jackson's daughter, Isabel Ludke, tells 1011 they were at the Long Professional Center so her father could put down a deposit on an apartment, with Bowie tagging along. Jackson got up to use the restroom. Bowie followed and stabbed him 3 times after a brief fight. Ludke says Bowie knew Jackson had about $700 in cash and 2 phones. Several bystanders stayed with Jackson until first responders arrived.
He was kind of really shocked, and he was just using a bunch of adrenaline to try to save his life. I think he was really taken aback by the fact that someone took advantage of him like that. He was very his heart was very hurt.
Jackson remains hospitalized but is now up and walking. Bowie was arraigned today. His bond is set at $1 million. Now to the latest on that weekend shooting that sent 2 people to the hospital. One man has been charged, and police say they've identified the shooter and expect to make an arrest soon. In the meantime, 55-year-old Donald Handy is charged with 2 counts of accessory to a felony. Investigators say he drove 2 people away from the home near 26th and Potter Saturday morning. And we're learning more about an early morning crash where police say a drunk driver hit a man walking near 53rd and Normal. It happened around 3 a.m. Officers say the driver's BAC was more than twice the legal limit. The victim told police he was walking home from a concert and was rushed to the hospital. So far, no citations have been issued. Ending on a much lighter note, the Pawnee Republican is Nebraska's oldest continuously published weekly paper, still serving about 830 subscribers. Ron and Beverly Puhala bought it in 1990, sold it in 2019, but jumped back in when the new owner suddenly left. Now, with help from a 23-year-old reporter and, of course, their dog, the Puhalas are keeping the paper alive until someone new takes the reins. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat.
Sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors of Lincoln.
Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.